I did it. I did it. Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. What's going on? It's your girl, Mary Jane. Today is going to be a trying day because, tomorrow's 4th of July. Everybody's outside. There's fireworks. It's like boom, 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 chicka boom. So I've been jumping all day since I got home from work. So let's talk about basketball wives. What do you guys think about basketball wives? Like, OMG. Shit out here in these streets ain't sweet. I'm like basketball wives. So let's talk about Jennifer. Let's talk about Jennifer from Basketball Wives. Okay, let's get this started. Okay, so Jennifer from Basketball Wives, she has like a court case. She has a claim that has been that is I think is out of court now, a restraining order against Tim from Welcome to Sweetie Pies, you know what I mean? And I did like maybe 2 or 3 videos on that and been on the defense about, whether Jennifer was actually telling the truth about the situation. Did Tim actually do badness to Jen? Did he actually hurt her? Like, was he a stalker? Was he like harassing her and broke her cell phone and making her feel threatened? So that was my issue. So then I had Jennifer on the other hand. She got all this stuff going on. Jennifer's talking about like, no, this guy harassed me, he followed me around and all this other stuff. So now looking at last night episode of Basketball Wives, it seems like Jennifer can actually do what Tim from Welcome to Sweetie Pie said about, her possibly slashing his tires, lying about him, assaulting her and actually harassing her and things like that. So that kind of like brings a light to the situation. And on top of that, after they went to court the last time, when we seen on the first episode of, Basketball Wives, we seen Tim and Jen go to court. And right after that, Jen hit up the Shade Room and she hit up all these blog sites and things like that. And she like said that she had these text messages and this girl reached out from her from Instagram or IG or whatever, and actually said that Tim had abused her too as well. Hey, Roddy Chica, how you doing? You're going to hear fireworks in the background. So I'm like, so now looking at the situation of what Jen did last night, and then her actually getting this girl saying that this girl hit her up on Instagram and sent her all this information about Tim from Welcome to Sweet Pies abusing her and beating her, and she had all these text messages lined up. It's in my video. It's in my playlist. I'll leave it at the link below when I finish doing this video. So now it seems like Jen could have actually made all that shit up. All that could have been a lie and might not even been true, because now you see how she, I'm doing good. It's just like I got mad fireworks going on right now. I don't know if you guys can hear the fireworks, but there's fireworks. There's music going on because tomorrow's the 4th of July. Hey, Chelsea Bella. Jennifer is messy, a straight up liar, just a violent human being. Why you get me with that? A foul human being. So, like, when I did my videos, my previous videos on Jennifer and Tim from Welcome to Sweetie Pies, like I was on the defense, but the way that Jennifer maneuvered this situation last night, you hear the fireworks? I know. They're going to be going on. They're not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. As soon as I got home today, about like 5:30, it's been going on. And it has not stopped. It's not going to stop. Because it's not one house. It's not 2 houses. It's not 3 houses. It's 4 houses, actually, with fireworks. There's all kind of crazy music playing. Not even the music I listen to, or like, they're having a party. When I say they're having a party, and they're not black. So they're not black at all. And they're not Spanish either. My Caucasian people over here are partying. They are tearing it up tonight. I need to go outside and sit on the porch and join the party, right? So, what I was gonna say. So now seeing Jennifer last night, how like she tried to get Malaysia to actually go and put the bug in Shawnee's ear about this rumor about Evelyn sleeping with Shaquille O'Neal, and was maneuvering that plan and actually Tammy having the voicemail. Having the chat group up on her phone, group chat up, and showing that Jennifer was saying, oh, we need Malaysia to put this battery and and Shawnee's ear, put this bug in Shawnee's ear. So I'm just like, if she could do something like that, who's to say that she didn't lie with these, you know, with these stalker reports, and actually finding this girl, saying this girl said that Tim from Sweetie Pie abused her. So now it really gives me second thoughts to her story in the situation, like what's really going on. Then on top of that, Jennifer did have, you know, Evelyn testify for her in court, you know, claiming that Tim from Welcome to Sweetie Pies had abused her too as well. So it is with that situation, and you know, the first episode of Basketball Wife, you know, Jennifer and actually and Evelyn were walking. They was talking about the abuse that was walking, and Jim was pointing, oh, this is where he harassed me at, this is where he did that to me at, and all this other stuff. So like, did they conjure up this plan too with like this rumor thing? Because all of a sudden now this rumor that Jen spread it, you know, Evelyn is not upset with Jen for spreading this rumor at all. She's not upset with her, period, point blank. And it's like she's going after, you know, Tammy. And so did they, like, you know, did they know that this shit was going on, that this was going to happen? Because, you know, in the midst of, you know, the beginning of the episode, they was also saying that that they knew somehow, some way, that Tammy was going to try to break up their friendship and come in between them some way, somehow. So like, the fireworks is really loud. The fireworks is loud, people. So like, so what do you guys think about that situation? I just think like, damn, like, you know, this is like bad for business, because it seems like, is this actually being used as a storyline? You know, the Jen and, you know, Evelyn conquer up, oh, you know what, we're going to have this going on. Did they plan this out? Because, you know, this happened like a year ago, and now this is coming up because we know Jen doesn't have a storyline. We know Evelyn doesn't have a storyline. You know, Tammy really doesn't have a storyline either, other than her getting married to Reggie and going around with Reggie, because so far in this season, we haven't seen Tammy and her daughters. So I wonder if this is all orchestrated, and, you know, Shawny knew about it too as well. And then they were just playing the shit out, like just playing it out like they do on all the other reality TV shows. I just wonder if that's the thing. But I'm just saying, with the situation with Jennifer, it really looks bad now, because, you know, Tim should say something now that this situation came out, where Jennifer looks like a complete, utterly big ass liar. So I think Tim from Welcome to Sweetie Pie should say something about the situation. That this might actually vindicate him, because the level that, you know, Jen went through to try to hurt, you know, Evelyn. And then on top of that, she didn't care if she hurted Shawny. She didn't care if she hurt Shawny kids or her ex, or, you know, destroy their relationship, you know. And yes, you know, Tammy, you know, did her thing. Tammy brought up the information, and she brought it to Shawn, and she brought it to her a year late and $1 short, but she brought the information to her. It's not like she planned the rumor. It's not like it was her decision. It's not like she actually put a battery in anybody's back. This rumor was brought to her, so she felt like, this is the time for me. You know what? It's petty, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to bring the information to, you know, Shawny, because, you know, I guess she also feels that, you know, you have Evelyn and Jen, they're tight, they're being back to besties, and actually, you know, Tammy's actually left out the picture. She's not the friend anymore. You know, she's not close to these girls, because in the preview, if you guys see for next episode, you know, Tammy's actually crying to Jackie about only thing she ever wanted to do was fit in and be a part of the group and be a part of these guys and hang out with them. And, you know, but all they ever did was judge her and make fun of her. So what do you guys think about that situation? So, you know, it seems like it's coming from a place of hurt. The hate is hate and hurt, because you see how, like, it just went down. Like, Tammy is hurt. She's hurt by the situation. She's hurt that she doesn't fit in, because people want to fit in. People want to be a part of a group. A lot of people like to fit in. That's why a lot of people commit suicide. A lot of people get into deep depression and things like that, because they want to belong. They want to feel a part of something. And that's why people join cults. That's why people, you know, can be used and abused by different religions and things like that, because they want to be a part of things. And now she sees that it's the three Miami girls back together. You have Shawny, you have Jennifer, and you have Evelyn. And guess what? Tammy's left out now. She has to scatter around with the regular crew or whatever. And she felt like maybe she earned her keep by keeping the ratings up, being friends with them, and trying to get along with them. And even at one point, even forgave Evelyn for a little bit, about, her sleeping with her husband. But it seems like but I think when Tammy found out that, Evelyn was making fun of her with the old busted wig, the pocketbook, I mean, and the fanny pack and things like that, and the cigarette, and then they're talking about how Tammy walks funny and old. She's thinking that she's cool with them, or she wanted to be cool with them, and Jennifer's laughing, and Jennifer's been crying on her shoulder for a couple of years now, I think like 5 years or maybe 4 years, crying on her shoulder. And then she's been helping out, Shawnee with the show, making sure the ratings stay up when nobody else was around, when nothing else is really going on with the show. I think that's how Tammy feels. And then on top of that, they laughing at her, they making fun of her and shit. And then on top of that, she feeling some type of vengeance, some type of way that, okay, Jen, you was all over me and I was your friend and you didn't even want to roll with Evelyn anymore. You didn't want to be with her. Me and you tight. We talking every night. We sharing secrets. We sharing war stories. We sharing everything. And now all of a sudden you get cool back with Evelyn. You just dismiss me. And then you're going back to your old self by starting trouble, hanging out with Evelyn. And Evelyn actually started the rumor about Cece, the $5, the happy ending situation, and Jennifer said the $5 happy and shit like that. And so, now, Tammy's paying attention to this, and Tammy even warned Jen, and I think episode 3 or 4, like, hey, you need to back up. You need to stop being messy. You talking about you don't want any more problems. You don't want no drama. And you're already going through this situation where, Tim from Sweetie Pies, and you're going to court. You're dealing with allegations of, all types of stuff, stalking and all this stuff. Remember that was so important in the beginning of the season when Jennifer cussed out Kristen, was like, I've been going to court every day about rumors and I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't got time for no drama. I ain't got time for no bullshit. I ain't got time for no games because I got my own problems. I got my own thing and I can't be dealing with this. And she was cussing out Kristen at, Cece's, little work establishment, place. And she was talking about she ain't got time for this. She got all this going on. She done spent like $10,000. $20,000 on judges, on lawyers, and going to court back and back. But yet she failed to say that, hey, I started some shit. Like, I'm messy too. I started something, I went around to Malaysia. I went to Tammy and I spreaded this rumor. And you know what I mean? And then she didn't even mention that. She didn't mention how could she have that straight look, like everything's so going on so bad with her, everything's so wrong with her, everything's wrong in Jennifer's life. But yet she's forgetting that she went around and she tried to get these women to go against, Evelyn, and put a battery and, Shawnee's back to break up Evelyn and Shawnee type of thing. And also to make sure Evelyn don't get no money from Shawnee working on Basketball Wives. So she was really trying to hurt, and she was really trying to destroy, Evelyn. And somebody like that is dirty when they want to take your money from you and they make a rumor like that and they lie on you like that and say you slept with somebody's husband, when you know that you can destroy their friendship, you can destroy all that other stuff and keep a straight face, and then go back and be friends with Evelyn and act like it's all good, and then throw Tammy to the side like she ain't nobody, like you didn't tell her all this shit, like she didn't know what you said to her. So of course, Tammy's feeling a certain type of way, and she's seeing how Jennifer's moving in these streets. She see how she's moving around Basketball Wife, cussing out Cece, getting at people, all up in the business, all up in the drama, just like she was in Miami. So she know what? I'm going to fix you. Yeah, it didn't come from a good place, but it came from a place of hurt. It came from a place of, you know what? You want to act like this and you act like your shit don't stink. I'm going to let you know it still does stink. And you want to use me for my friendship and everything, and then drop me like a bad habit. And so now she went there and she told, Shawnee what was the deal. She told Shawnee what was going on. And Shawnee is not really blaming, Evelyn for the situation. She's actually kind of blaming and throwing the whole thing at, Jennifer. But Evelyn has that battery, trying to charge that battery in Shawnee's back to tell her, hey, listen, it's not just Jennifer, it is Tammy, because Tammy's jealous. Tammy wanted to break up our friendship. So that's what she is, laying on. And I don't even understand why, if Evelyn didn't know ahead of time, why is Evelyn not upset? Why is she not like, damn, girl, you went all the way around like that? Like, you went and tried to get Malaysia involved. You done got my worst enemy, Tammy, involved too as well, to say that I slept with Shaquille O'Neal, to bring it to Shawnee, to break up our friendship, to stop my paycheck too as well. And then now that we made up back friends, you ain't gonna even tell me about it. So that's how I kind of like believe that Jennifer talked talk to Evelyn about the situation. This might come up this season, and this will be a storyline for both of us, because that Tim welcome to Sweetie Pie wasn't gonna work. Evelyn doesn't have anything going on. You know, there's no IVF, there's no baby. She got rid of the eggs a couple of episodes ago. So what else is she gonna talk about? So I'm just like, damn. And so it's just like, whoa. And just to be that vindictive, to just like, and then on top of that, for Jennifer to sit there in that little powwow at the, you know, retreat place, and just like, oh, Tammy told me that. Tammy told me that. Tammy brought it up to me. To just throw Tammy under the bus like that. She ain't shit. Like, she ain't nobody. Like, she wasn't your friend for 5 years when Evelyn didn't want nothing to do with you. Like, Tammy wasn't there for you. Like, Tammy wasn't there when your mom died too as well, and console you too as well, because her mom died too as well. So it's just like RIP to both moms. So it's like, yo, like, for her to do that, to sit up right there in Tammy's face, right there on fleek, right there on fleek, just right there, and be like, you told me that, that's wrong. And so that type of behavior makes me believe that she lied on Tim from Sweetie Pie. And if she didn't lie on Tim from Sweetie Pie, then that's just the bed that she made, and she's gonna have to lie in it, because she looks really bad and she looks real terrible on this situation. Like, you know, I'm just like, damn, like, to do that. So I really believe that Evelyn and Jennifer had that conversation, because but also Evelyn is smart too as well. She's not going to let you see her sweat or her to fight among Jennifer in front of anybody, because she knows that's what the ladies want to see, and that's what the people want to see out here in these streets, to see Jennifer and Evelyn go at it. So she's not going to do that. Maybe they did it in private, maybe they did it in secret, but they had a conversation. They talked about it. And Evelyn right now, her whole campaign is to campaign for Jen and Shawnee to be friends again. And Shawnee right now is not feeling being Jen's friend, because she feels like that is dirty. Like, if you can do that to your friend of 20 years, you only know me for like 13 or 10 years. What would you do to me? And then how she sat up there and she just lied right on Tammy right then and there, without a qualm, without missing a heartbeat, without, that's why she didn't take off them sunglasses, because she was under there lying her ass off. I was like, whoa. And so she might have lied on Tim from Sweetie Pies. I'm trying to tell you, she might have lied on him like it was nobody's business. I'm just like, whoa. So, and then this Kristen and Cece situation. Kristen and Cece, it's like, damn, I started to like Kristen. I thought she was cool, whatever, but I don't think she has Cece back. And I think it goes, I think she wants to be a part of the it girl. She want to be in the cool, with the cool girls, because she got the baby, she got the husband, she got a little bit of money, she is pretty, she is a beautiful woman too as well. And she wants to fit in with them, because she has the same syndrome as Tammy has, where she wants to fit in with these girls. Like she don't want to have no problem with them. And then the way Tammy that's going to be on the next episode coming up, the way Tammy was crying with Jackie, she was like, I never did anything to these girls. I just wanted to be their friends. I just wanted to be accepted. And, Tammy wasn't on their level. Like, Tammy wasn't, like, she didn't look like them. She didn't dress like them. She didn't act like them. And she didn't have the bank account. She didn't have the money. And they mistreated her, and then they still kind of throwing, like 10 years later, they still throwing shade at her. They still really don't rock with her. They still really don't want to be your friend. But as a grown woman, don't you supposed to say, you know what, I'm good? Like, if Tammy would just roll with the other chicks, build some relationship with them, mold them and fold them or whatever. But, it probably hurts, because she probably think that, why don't you like me? Sometimes people just not going to like you. There's some people that just can't stand me and just don't like me. And, I don't know if there's anybody I just don't like. Like, you got to do something for me not to like you, but off rip for me not to like you. Like, there has to, like, you got to, the way you have to do something for me not to like you. But sometimes your behavior, your mannerism can make me not like you as a person or whatever. So, but sometimes it's just, people just don't like you. People just don't mesh together. People just don't mesh well. And it seems like, and the next episode, Tammy's going to be crying tonight. And maybe this crying that she's doing and talking about, how the ladies are not accepting her and how they mistreated her for all these years, actually do some damage control, because when Tammy said, Chad Ocho Cinco, you know, like saying that, you know, it was tit for tat. He didn't abuse you. Basically, Tammy was just saying, like, you have mutual comeback. You guys were both battering each other. Just like when the cops come to the scene, there's two people hurt, and they've realized that, oh, these two people are just fighting each other. They'll take both of y'all to jail, not just one. But, you know, Evelyn using the domestic violence and being an advocate for domestic violence, I believe, you know, in that situation, you know, she's going to use it. That's a trump card. There's something that she can use for another 2 episodes or another 3 episodes as well. And then, you know, Evelyn has also been out here tweeting. She's been on Instagram talking about domestic violence and things like that, how bad it is and how people shouldn't play around, play with games with that. And also, you know, apologize to Chad Ocho Cinco's children and to him for this ugly situation to be brought up again, because it never had died down. But, you know, Tammy was like, this man lost his career because of you, you know, not like his career is gone, his career is over because of you. You know, he took the whole situation, he took the bag, he got the short end of the stick when you guys were both beating up each other and wilding out and things like that. So, and he actually lost like a lot. Evelyn didn't really lose nothing, really, just her marriage. And I don't know if it was even love in the first place. It don't seem like it was love, but Evelyn did say that if there's anybody that she can call, if she was stuck on the island, only one person can save her life, she said she would call Chad Ocho Cinco. So how much of an abuser he is. Ask any woman out here that have been abused by a man, they would not call him and ask and say, hey, listen, I'm about to die. Could you come save me? Can you come help me? Yes, he did hit her in the head and there's a gash. I don't know if she hit him before or whatever, but you know what? You got to try to walk away from the situation and leave. But sometimes everybody can't walk away. Everybody can't leave. You know, if you punch somebody in the face and you kick them and you hitting them and they're trying to ignore you and get away from the situation, you chasing them down, you hit them and you saying hurtful things to them, and they turn around and hit you. It's bad because you wish they can control their temper because they're stronger than you. But everyone's human. Everyone has feelings and everyone has emotions too as well. So I'm just like, damn. So Jennifer looked like she really took it out because now, like, it really looks like she lied on Tim from Welcome Sweetie Pies. It really looked like she lied on him, and all the evidence that she talking about, she had all these text messages from all these strange women, and it just seems like it's a bad situation for real. But, you know, Evelyn was throwing her shots, boy, and it's just like Jennifer owned up to making the rumor, lying about everything, and all that other good stuff. So why that you know, Evelyn feels the need to attack because she felt like, you know, Tammy was getting away with murder. Tammy looked like roses in the situation because she feels like Tammy was being shady because she brought up the situation now to break up Jen and Evelyn friendship because they're cool now and they're friends. And then on top of that, get between Shawnee and Evelyn. So she thinks that, no, so she feels like Tammy is being dirty and she's being messy and she's being hateful and she's being jealous. And that's why she did this. And that's what she feels. But Tammy has her own feelings of why she did the situation. Sometimes when you do ugliness and you do mess and you do dirt, it comes to light. And sometimes you can't help who brings it to light. And it was brought to light. And yes, Tammy feels, you know, hurt about the situation. She feels bad about the situation that Jennifer just dropped her like a bad habit. Yes, she feels bad that Evelyn was making fun of her and continue to make fun of her and is making fun of her on this season and whatever issues that Tammy could possibly have. And then on top of that, you know, Evelyn talking about her health situation, like go get like her health. Like you gonna crack on her health. So like, I think the situation should be washed. Tammy said, you know, you wasn't abused and you tell her to go check on her health like something's wrong with her, like she's sick. You know, Tammy said she's trying to stay alive. She don't want cancer. She don't want diabetes because, you know, her mom passed away. For you to throw that in her face and someone watch your health and you look like a crackhead and shit like that and talking about your legs look like, you know, to a candle flick burning, a candle stem burning, candle wick to a candle wick burning, you know, that was like low down. She said, fix your neck, go get plastic surgery in your neck. Like she's throwing all types of shots at her. Like, whoa. And Tammy was like, you following my husband Reggie and you following my daughter online. And like, we can't say that's far-fetched because, well, it's never said that Evelyn was following, you know, Takari. What happened was that she saw her on, you know, GoFundMe. So that's where the situation went down. And then I think Tammy jumped in that situation because she felt Evelyn was going to use that GoFundMe situation to hurt Jackie. And then from there, all hell broke loose. And then whatever little relationship Evelyn and, you know, Tammy tried to build went downhill. Like, you know, they kind of made up about, you know, about Evelyn owning up to that she did sleep with a married man. But, you know, Evelyn was like, well, I didn't know he was married at the time. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is just crazy. It's just so crazy how Jennifer just that's evil. Like I have friends that, you know, I've been friends for like 15 years that one I haven't talked to and a long time. No, two I haven't talked to in a long time. I've been friends with them since high school or whatever. And the secrets and the things that they told me, I would never use that against them. I would never bring it out. I would never try to hurt them. I would never try to stop their bag. I would never try to make them look bad. I would never try to do anything to hurt them. Just because we ain't friends doesn't mean I got to do something grimy, something shady to them and try to make them look bad and people think a certain way about them. I would never do that. I wouldn't try to break up any friendships they have now either. And that's what, you know, Jennifer was trying to do, break up, you know, Evelyn and Shawnee's friendship, and so Evelyn won't be shining on Basketball Wives, you know. And in the friends that I don't talk to anymore, they have never came after me and never did anything to me negative too as well. They never had my name in their mouth or did anything negative. Like, yo, we once were friends, now we're not friends no more. So we move on. We ain't gonna, but we were friends for a reason, because we felt each other, you know what I mean? Like we were cool, like we had the same interests, the same things in common, like we liked who each other were as a person. So therefore, if I like this person because of that, I know they don't got that characteristic as Jen. So both of us, none of us, you know, did any shady shit towards each other, but it is crazy. It's just like, and then Jennifer owned up into a minute and she started crying. And you know, Jennifer's tears were fake. They wasn't real. And then Evelyn hearing all this information that Jennifer admitted and lied and everything to her face and to, you know, Shawnee face in a group face. And also, you know, even, you know, Malaysia talking about, Malaysia was like, I don't feel good about you trying to give me information so I can go run and tell it and put me in a situation. And so, and you know, Evelyn is not even taking that into contact. If they ever fall out again, what else is Jen going to do? Does Evelyn trust Jen enough to tell her secrets? Shawnee doesn't. Shawnee doesn't want to be bothered for now, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. The firework was a mess.